Hello friend, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching this from. It's a very fine Tuesday morning and I woke up a few minutes ago, and yesterday I received some advice from a person who has reared chicken for some time now, and she told me that you remember there are some chickens that they were chicks that had matured, so we decided like we had to release them so that they can be on a free range, so that when you feed them and when they are free they are simpler and they are also easy to manage compared to when they are caged, so that they consume a lot. So there were too many. So we decided like we were to release them on a free range so that we could also cut costs. But immediately after we released them, we realized that they are sick. I did not detect the sickness, but the person who gave me this advice is actually my mother. She told me that the chicken or the chicks that had matured are sick, and also when it's like, obviously if one is sick, then probably they will infect the others when they come in contact. So she gave me some advice and told me that there is a concoction that I need to make so that I can give it to them and they will be okay. They will, let me say, heal. So today what I'm about to do is I'm about to make a concoction, and the concoction is not hard, it's simple. So I'm going to take you through the process. First, I'll need a tin. Yeah, this right here. So this tin is going to help me fetch something that I'm going to use for my medication, the medication that I'm going to feed this chicken here with. They are following me. These are part of them. So whenever I move to, they are always with me. So friend, okay, before that, how are you doing? How is your family? How are your loved ones? Okay, I stood on a dark place, so I hope everyone is doing great on your side. On my side, everyone is fine. We are all doing great. So I hope you woke up well, or maybe if you're going to sleep, I wish you a good sleep. So I'm about to enter into this our traditional kitchen, but it's a bit dark in there, so I cannot be able to film what I'll be doing inside there. But in a few minutes time I'll be out and I'll show you what I've managed to gather with this. What I'm going to gather is, there is, after when you're cooking, especially for those who use firewood, there is some soot that come out, that's black thing. So that soot, I'm going to collect it. Whenever it comes out, it normally sticks to either the wall, or if there is timber on that place, it will stick there. So that's what I'm going to collect using this, and in a few minutes time I'll be out with something, but I'll show you. Okay, stay tuned. And also do not forget, this is Eno_Mark29. Eno is INNOH, Mark is MARK29. That is our YouTube handle. So friend, I've gathered as much as possible, so in a few minutes time I'll be showing you what I've gathered. But from here I'm going to collect something else. I told you oh, I never told you. So there are things that I need to mix to make the concoction. So first was this. I'll place it somewhere here. I'll show you what I've collected so that if you can see, my hands are very dark. So I was in the traditional kitchen, and it was a bit dark in there, so I couldn't manage to show you what I was doing, but I was collecting. Remember I told you it was the when you cook using firewood, there's some soot that come out of the firewood while cooking. So that soot goes and sticks somewhere. After it sticks somewhere, it makes some things that I can relate them to cobwebs. Somehow they are similar, but they are not cobwebs, so they stick there. So those are the things that I was collecting for my concoction. So the things that I'm going to collect are so that was the first. I'm going for the second. I'm remaining with, there were 4. I'm remaining with 3. So after, I'll show you how I will be collecting the remaining ones. So come with me, keep up. Now I'm in the garden, and I'm about to collect some leaves from a certain plant here. I'm not really sure if you happen to know this plant, and if you do, I'd like you to comment on the comment section, though. When I'll be making my concoction, the concoction for the chicken, I'll be telling you what this is. So you can guess as well. So this is the plant. Yeah, you remember there was a time that we were cutting that avocado tree, so it fell on it, and after it fell on it, it bent. I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to get rid of the upper part, the part that was affected, but that is not the reason as to why I'm here. I'm here because I want the leaves of this plant, and I'm sure you might know this plant. So the leaf is a bit somehow damaged, yeah, by worms. So I'll pick the leaves one by one. Yeah, I think even though this plant is bent, I can see the upper part is very strong. It's almost making some flowers here. Some flowers are almost coming out. So this is my second ingredient. So I'm going to pick as much as possible from here. Yeah, it's only this, there is only one plant of this kind, so we don't have many. If someone here is smoking, then he or she will notice this plant. Yeah, if you are a smoker, I'm sure immediately I showed you this, you noticed it. But if you're not, I'll explain to you what type of plant this is. Yeah, though it's not common here. Yeah, and it's planted here for medicinal purpose, not for anything else. Yeah, so I've collected this, and next I'll move down to collect something else, which I'm sure you might know, you might be aware of. So my next ingredient is here, right in front of me. This is it. This is my next ingredient. So my hand is full. I don't know how I'm gonna collect this. Okay. But yeah, I can do it. Nothing is impossible. So this is called an aloe vera plant. If you've never seen an aloe vera plant, here it is. It's medicine. There are people who mix it with some other concoction and they take it, but it's very, very bitter. If you've never tasted it, it's very, very bitter. So I already have now my three ingredients. I'm remaining with one, and one is, unfortunately, it's not planted in our garden, so I love to go to a neighbor's place to collect it. So first I'll need to drop this, then I go for the last ingredient. So stay with me and I'll show you what I'm going to make in a few minutes time. And I'll also tell you what this is, the leaves that I collected first. Yeah. So this is where I'm going to collect. Ndera baenda. Baenda na ande nkolengi bakoirana. Baikona na koirana. Yeah. So this is we call it pepper. So I've come to collect it from my neighbor grandma. She's a grandmother. She's not my real grandmother, but she's my grandmother. It's long. It's hard to explain actually. So we lost a relative down at Isebania. So my father went to attend to the funeral, and that is what she was asking me about, if they were planning to attend the funeral. So I told her my father is already there and the ceremony is ongoing. So there are very few peppers here, so I do not want to collect all of it and leave her with nothing. So this is what I managed to collect, and now I'll be heading home to make the concoction that I told you about. Yeah. Etene nakarorire mwana wasoka sawa sawa. So that is another neighbor of mine, and he was greeting me from the other side. So friend, from here now I'm going to mix the concoction and I'll be showing you step by step what I'll be mixing. So stay tuned and I'll show you. So friend, here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients. I decided like I was to add this one here. These are onion leaves. This is aloe vera. This is pepper, and this is tobacco. Sorry, this is tobacco. These are tobacco leaves, and as we know, as you know, and as I know, tobacco leaves are normally smoked. So but this one here, we have only one plant, and we've planted it for, as I told you earlier, for medicinal purposes. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to mix this 4 ingredients so that I can make a concoction for the chicken, and in a few minutes time it will be ready, and I'll show you the video, and I'll also show you how I'll be preparing it. So stay tuned and don't move. So before I also forget, this is what I collected from the traditional kitchen. If you remember, there was a certain time when I went into the kitchen and told you I was to collect this, and it's very black, if you can see. So I collected as much as possible as I could. Now the ingredients are 5 in total. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to mix them, then I'll show you the outcome. And so there is something actually in my food. Yeah. So I'm going to mix these 5 ingredients. So first I'll begin with this. I'll place them inside. These are paper, if you remember. I'm getting rid of this upper part. So after that, I'll put the onion leaves. Yeah, some people call it onion. So yeah, there are some parts here that are not good. I'm getting rid of them so that I can continue. So I'll need to slice it into smaller halves, parts, so that they can be easy to smash. Yeah, the reason as to why I'm putting them in this tin is that I'm planning to smash them to make the concoction that I told you earlier. So I'm done with the onion part. Now next I'm going to this. You remember the tobacco leaves? Yeah, I'm going to use them. I'll also cut them into smaller pieces for easy smashing. So I'm almost done. The only ingredient remaining is the aloe vera. And now finally we are here. I'll also cut them into smaller pieces so that I can be able to smash them. Yeah, it's very easy to break it. It's not hard, anybody can break it. Very easy, but very bitter. If I happen to touch my eyes or get it in contact with my mouth, it's very, very bitter. Yeah, and it also has thorns. If you're not very careful, they might sting you. They're very sharp. Yeah, they're similar to those that are normally found on the cactus, but the cactus ones are very sharp. They cannot be compared to these ones here. So my tin is almost full, but I'll manage to smash them. So the aloe vera is normally, as I told you earlier, people normally use it for medicinal purposes also. And if you have a skin disease, then you happen to apply it, yeah, it's very itchy when it comes in contact with your skin, and it's medicine as well. So I'm done. So what is remaining here is to smash them, and I'll show you how I will do it. Hope is here. She's also interested to see what is happening. She's very interested. So I've begun my smashing process. I need to hold it So I'm almost done with the smashing, and after this I'm going to mix it with some water now to make it ready for consumption. So friend, finally we are on the last part of our filming, and I want to, this is their watering point actually where I am. This is what we normally use to give them water or to feed them with water, and this one here is where they stand. So there is a small stone here whereby they stand on the stone and they take or drink water from this tin here. It's a 10-liter tin, and it's cut in such a way that it can hold water, and at the same time it can stand still. So I'm going to mix my concoction in this water. It's very clean water. It was clean water. I just fetched it a few minutes ago, and I'm going to pour my concoction into it so that it can mix. You can see it's very black and also green somehow. So I'm going to pour it in, and I'm also going to rinse this with the same water. I do not want any chicken here for now because I'm not yet done. I'm going to rinse it thoroughly. And also I want you to remember that these are broilers, not layers. If they were layers, then I could have gone to the agrovet immediately and explained what the symptoms were, but because they are broilers, I'll first try to medicate them by myself, and if the symptoms and if the signs and symptoms persist, then I'll go to the agrovet. But for now, it's the same thing I actually do on myself. Whenever I am unwell, first I try to self-medicate, and if the signs and symptoms persist, then I'll see a doctor. But for now, I'm doing the same to this chicken here. So I need to add some water here. I'll add some water so that it can be enough for all the chicken around. So friend, what I'm doing is I'm pouring some chicken feed around this place so that I can attract the chicken, and as soon as they come, they will realize that this place has some water so that they can take the water. So see, they are around, so soon they will realize that there is some water there. This one is already taking the medicine. So that is it for today's video. I want to thank you for always watching my videos. I want to also request that you recommend the channel to your friends, your colleagues, your loved ones, so that we can continue growing. So as for yesterday, we were at 13 subscribers, so we need to increase our number of subscriptions, and at least we get to, as I said earlier, we need to hit the 100 mark, and after 100 we will get to 200, and then as time goes by we will continue growing. So for now, it's a bye. See you on my next video. Stay tuned, be blessed. The channel is _mark29. do not forget, and also do not forget to comment. You need to comment so that I at least know what I need to work on, and for the better progress. So for today, It's a bye. See you on my next video.